Hello there and welcome back. Usually on my channel we talk about music and we create sound, but I want to start a new series in which I show you some tools that make my life easier. So it can be everything like Midi stuff or a USB connector or powering tools that allows me to keep everything organized and everything connected. Today I'm gonna discuss about 3 items. You can find the link down in the description, and those are affiliate links. So if you buy from them, you will support the page and you will pay the same exact amount of money. So it's a great way to let me continue in this endeavor. What are we talking about? So first we will talk about the Mod Duo X. And the Mod Duo X it's a lot of things, but today I'm gonna discuss it as a hub that keeps everything together right now. Then I will talk about the MIDI solution Quadra Thru, that is a MIDI splitter, and then back hidden there's my powering solution, that is the Strymon Ojai. So let's dig into it and I'll show you on a closer look. Okay, so let's start with the first item that I highly recommend. Is the Mod Duo X. So this is something that I added to my setup very recently. It comes from Mod Device. They do a different format of this guy. This is the Duo X, is the desktop unit, and there's the Dwarf, that is a smaller unit. And there's other iteration that you can check in their website. I had these, they sent it to me to test, and I loved it since the beginning. It does so many things. So it has 2 in and 2 out, and right now I'm using it as a master effect. So basically all of my instrument, when you see my lives, goes inside it, and I did a chain with a compressor, with some EQing, and then I also have some reverb and delay. You do that using a computer. You set up and you put it a USB, or it goes through through Bluetooth also, wirelessly, and you have an amazing UI. It's super easy. I will do a full review on that later on, and I will explain. But the way that blows my mind and makes my life so much easier is the fact that this guy has a USB in the back. And one big issue that I used to have with the Octatrack is that the Octatrack won't take USB controller, right? So I wanted to have a very small keyboard to take with me, and I wanted it to be like good looking, like the Macmillan. There was no way to make it work with this unless I buy a USB to MIDI converter. That means another thing to have, plus the powering tool. So this guy came in, and I can set up this as a mirror from the Kate Macmillan and send it to the Octatrack. So if I just connect, let's see, boom, here. First, we power on, right? Da-da-da-da. And now, see, you can see by the little dot here, it says MIDI. So I can play and record stuff, and it's amazing. So this will make my life easier because now I have this guy that do my master effect, plus it's a USB hub. But I thought I'm gonna see if this will work with more than just one USB tool. So I just bought another hub, and then I connected that. I'm going blindly, so here we are. And boom, turn on. So I have my Kate Macmillan, and now I can add the game, the PC-12. Let me bring it in. So you guys know that I'm using this. Do you see it? Okay, it's there. So if I place this and turn it on, here we are. Now I'm powering also the PC-12. And I mirror basically what I do is just like in the UI, in the internet UI, you see this coming in as a MIDI channel, and then you output to the MIDI out of the Mod Duo, and the MIDI out of the Mod Duo goes inside the Octatrack. So now I have two USB, I don't actually need this because it just goes through USB. So even this one, it will be powered by this guy and don't need any other cable. So if I go out with a small setup, I can go with this 4 thing, have all the sample and play live, and I will have to power only the Octatrack and the Mod Duo. And that to me is pretty great. Less clutter, less cable, it's amazing. So definitely it's not on the cheap side, it costs quite a lot, but it also, they have the smaller version, the Quadra costs sensibly less, and it gives you less control, hands-on control, but it has the same connectivity, I think. So these made my live setup and my streaming and the situation, connecting everything way easier. Then it has all the internal sound, it has all the internal effects, it's an open source. So this is gonna be, I will do many videos in the upcoming months about the Mod Duo. It's super cool. And next time we will have the computer, so I show you how easy it is to create patches. But this video is about utilities, and that's how I'm using this as an utility for the studio. Then, next item that made my life amazing, not really amazing, easier. My life was already amazing. Anyway, what's happened is like the Octatrack need to sequence a lot of stuff. So I'm always like, it goes, the MIDI out goes out, and then I need to split it in different, other different instruments. So how do I do? Boom, this guy come in help. Let me reframe. Oh, here we are. This little guy, the Quadra Thru Midi, it's one of those things that once you buy it, it's amazing. It doesn't need power. You just plug one, the Midi here, and it's self-powering by that, and then it's split to 4 other Midi. It's pretty incredible because it's kind of cheap and it doesn't need any other, I hate having other power plugs to take. So this is small, I can hide under my table here, and we just, this I can send out the Octatrack to 4 other instruments that usually are the Vermona, the TR8, then I have the 303, the Avalon, and usually I keep another MIDI for the Nord drum here. So, and then using, these guys as another Thru. So with just one out and using the MIDI Thru that I have here, a MIDI Thru that I have in the microcosm, I can keep sending my MIDI signal all over my studio. So cheap and simple, and you just plug in and it just mirror all the MIDI. So this is highly recommended. There's of course a bigger rack unit and more complex thing for sending out your MIDI, but this is a no-brainer to have to me. So if you need your MIDI split, just grab this guy. Okay, so In a previous video, I show you guys what I call my creative table. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's always synth hooked up and cables and stuff. So I needed to find a way on how to power most of these things without having to plug every time things in my strips. So the solution is this guy here. The Strymon, I said Ojai before, but it's actually the Zuma. Here we are. So what I did, I just place it on the table. It's like with this plastic strip is hooked here. And then I place all the cable ready to be used. I had some converter because, for example, this guy, the Bandit Up, need a 12 volt center positive. So I'm using the 12 outlet, socket outlet, I don't know the name, and this is changed my polarity from center positive to center negative to center positive. But basically all of you see here is the Deluge, the Nord, and I also used to power these. They're all powered by one single thing, but it's always there, and it, you know, it makes my life easier. I say that many times. And whenever I want to do some experimentation and take out some other of my effects, because mostly I use it for effects, I just take it and then I run a cable from back there into my new pedal, and I'm fine and ready to go. I can also power the peak because it's 12 volts, so that thing is it's very good to power everything. And so I advise, I love Strymon stuff also. It's neat and clean, and not that I have to see it because I place it in the back, so it's one of the unsung hero of my studio, but it's there. And yeah, that's about it again. So yes, these are the 3 tools that I wanted to show you guys today. Again, Mod X, the Midi solution Quadra Thru, and back there the Strymon Zuma. Any of those things you can buy in the link below and support the page and make me happy. Next week I might take care of something else. Like I would like to, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment about all of my setup for video, for the Instagram content, if that is something that you might be interested about. So show you what is my workflow in creating content. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and have a great day.